Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your chief having a cup of tea. Welcome to the live Instagram week 23. Alright guys, before I start off, let me do some shout outs to some beautiful people around the world. Deepak, Amani, Pancha, Maji, Jawad, Marwan Talodi, AVP in the house, Prince of Mars, Redap, Kirupa Karan Palinasamy, the longest name ever. Alright, Maheshwari, Devendra, Lopna Su, Mohammed, Al-Khatri, Farhat, alright, Zululand, B, you're joining too, alright, Priya, Sony, Pankajini, Nadim, Motlani, Sabar, Tekkevitil, the V official, Loreen in the house, QNet official, Rita in the house, JR Maya, alright, the best friend anyone could wish for, loyally on my Instagram every Sunday. Thanks, JR. Kalai, AVP Kalai in the house, Yamini Patmanaban, alright, Safal, Aurora, Isha, Hashik, Vikas, Anjali, Vivek, Dreams, Raj, alright, Kerbuche, Maruf, alright, Mahendra Sridhar, MSI, Millionaire Sharik, Sophia, alright, tons of people from around the world. This is your chief change of location, alright, I'm right now in my Wednesday message location. This is my dining area with my fridge, with all the cities we have traveled over the past 23 years, guys. Thanks to Dato Sri Vijay, thanks to Japa. Sometimes I forget, but the last 23 years, I have truly been a global traveler. I've been to practically every freaking country in the world, except I think I have not been to maybe a few countries. I've been to Iceland. You know, we always joke about Iceland. I used to travel like 9-10 months a year, building this amazing business for the founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, the great ones. And I was thinking back to the amazingness of our travels. You know, and now we miss traveling so much because of this pandemic. Travel is restricted. Hopefully by next year we get to travel again. But it was simply unbelievable, guys. The amount of traveling we did. We lived out of an aeroplane. We lived out of a hotel. Unbelievable. Honestly. Alright. I traveled all around the world. And one of the craziest things I did was in 2007. I don't know, was it 2007? Alright. We sort of launched this concept of Rule 3, which is Presentación, but a minimum of 15 a month, all right, to create a culture of presentación in your organization. And right after launching it at that VCon 2007, we decided to go all around the world and do a world tour. And we had jackets and we did like 45 cities in 60 days or something insane like that. It was one of the best freaking world tours ever, guys. Alright, the Rule 3 World Tour, I'll never forget. It completely changed my life. Alright, that 60 or 70 days we traveled. It was simply unbelievable. And guys, greetings to everyone from around the world. Privyet to everyone from our Russian-speaking region around the world. I love you guys. Spasiba for supporting my Instagram live. Bonjour to everyone speaking French around the world, the French-speaking regions. Je t'aime. Namaste, Vanakkam, alright, and greetings to everyone in India. Aibowan, Sri Lanka, Vanakkam also Sri Lanka. Namaste. All right. Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. All right, guys. Apa kabar to Malaysia, Indonesia, ni hao ma to everyone from China, Vietnam. Greetings. Okay. Europe. QN Europe too big. So this is your chief saying what's up, Europe. Okay. And it's been amazing. Welcome to week 23, guys. Second week of rank advancement. Build momentum. Focus on momentum. This is your time to shine. And I believe that if you had a good week last week, don't celebrate. Focus on making it consistent. Because I believe, and I fundamentally believe, and one of the valuable lessons Dato Sri Vijay taught me was consistency is the ultimate answer to success. Alright, and switching off, and I've said this many times on Insta and also on my Wednesday message, switching off doesn't mean you lock yourself in the room and watch Netflix and be lazy. Switching off can happen consistently here, where you get distracted by things that are not contributing to your ultimate goal of max out, or a $2,000 check, or $5,000 check, or $500 check. Okay, anything that distracts you switches you off, which ultimately means the lack of consistency. And without consistency, you can't succeed. All right. And also, one thing I forgot to tell you, that the discipline required for consistency creates a fantastic attitude in you that makes you into a great, unbelievable leader, guys. So consistency, the discipline of consistency, paying the price consistently, everything consistently, consistency, all right, or consistently makes you more powerful in the position you are in. So ultimately, if you want to succeed, all right, be consistent. Now, this Instagram live this week, I don't know, okay, guys. Once in a while, I get a bit emotional. All right, I get a bit of the sense of I don't know, introspection. Okay, and I think as we go through life, there's always moments where we sit down and we think, and you know what I mean. All right, there are moments where you sit down, you watch a movie, or you hear your mom and dad speak to you, or you just see your kids running around. And that moment, everything slows down, you know. And you go through this moment of life. You know, you think about life. You introspect. You start to wonder. Okay? And maybe ask yourself some difficult questions and trying to find some amazing questions. And yesterday and today, all right, and I haven't slept a wink. I actually took a afternoon nap after a long time, like 10 years, 15 years, because I had to stay awake the whole night because I had to, take my cousins for a ceremony for their mother who passed away, my auntie who passed away a month ago. All right, so we have this ceremony where after a month of the person passing, you have to go and do some prayer. And I took my cousins at 4 in the morning for this prayer, and I was doing a lot of introspection on the way back in the car. I think in journey of life, a lot of things happen to us, all right? And I'm not talking going back to the time you were a baby. I'm talking about when you started a social existence, when you started connecting with people, when you started building relationship, making friends, establishing your circle of influence, which is not automatic by relation or relatives. And as you build this circle of influence, these relationships, a lot of things happen. A lot of good things happen. A lot of bad things happen. You hurt people, people hurt you. And you go through life. And one day when you are 90 years old, inshallah, you live that long, and you're sitting on a rocking chair, and then you tell your grandchildren about the value system you have learned, the lessons you have learned in life. But you see, I believe that to move forward in life, to move faster, in life, towards any goal that you want to achieve, whether it's a max out financial goal, whether it's being the best you can be, as Dato Sri Vijay always says, unleash your limitless potential. All right. I think to move faster, you have to be lighter. All right. And lighter means happier. Okay. But the challenge I have observed, including in myself, and all of us, whoever you are watching this video right now, this Instagram live, we carry a lot of baggage with us. All right. Or excess baggage or excess luggage. All right. We carry a lot of pain. We carry a lot of unresolved matters in our hearts as we move along this journey, and this creates weight. All right. Excess baggage creates weight, and that weight slows you down to reach the destination you're aiming for. And this excess luggage is basically things that are unresolved, because if you resolve everything in your life, then you are technically happy, all done, sorted. All right, I said what I had to say, blah 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 blah, and now I can move on. But what happens to us is human nature, and I addressed it in the last Instagram, I think, where we suppress, we don't express. We almost don't have the guts. We're too scared to speak the truth on how we feel and how to resolve things. And this is a combination of our upbringing, of the taboo based on our culture, religion, whatever, you understand? All right? Or the way our parents brought us up and smacked us and told us to shut up and not speak. And what happens is we go through life with a high level of tolerance, all right, to accepting things and not resolving things. And when you don't resolve things among your circle of influence, upline, downline, friends, family, husband, wife, brother, sister, whatever, all right, you can't move forward at the speed you're supposed to. Because remember, ultimately, in order for you to fly, you need to be light. You need to be burdenless. You got to remove all the supposed burdens that are bugging you. You understand? And what happens is that you carry all this excess baggage with you throughout your journey, and you accumulate more. All right? And it makes you unhappy. And an unhappy networker is an unproductive networker. An unhappy networker cannot guide and lead and inspire his or her downlines. The same way, I remember my mom always told me, if you're unhappy, don't cook. Because if you use the same recipe, the food is going to taste different. And I don't know why, but it's true. So if you want to achieve greatness, if you want to achieve your limitless potential, then you got to throw away all this excess luggage, excess baggage that you are carrying around with you for years. Pain, hurt, breach of trust, whatever, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, guys. There is nobody on this planet, including me, including Japa, including Dato Sri, that goes through a journey of life without challenges in relationship, without unresolved matters, all right? But you see, Dato Sri taught us from young, when we were young in the network, that you need to resolve things fast, because the longer things remain unresolved, if you don't close the chapter, if you don't resolve it, it turns into a monster that you can't control. And then emotionally you get stressed out. All right? And when you're stressed out, it releases these bad hormones that has been proven scientifically to cause heart attacks and strokes and cancer. So if you want to conclude how to stay healthy for the rest of your life, my answer is be happy. And I'm not kidding. Please be happy. Happiness is the greatest cure to every disease, because it's proven to release a hormone that protects your body, increases your immunity, clears your arteries, whatever I'm telling you. But the challenge is, we are not capable of being happy because we suppress. We have so many unresolved matters. in our journey of life, and we sort of get addicted to it. We get addicted to not closing the chapter. We like to leave things open-ended. Alright? It's almost like, you got a tooth pain and you sort of want to go to the dentist, but the pain also don't mind the pain. Do you understand? It's weird that way. And I need you to do me a favor on this Instagram live. I need you to, tonight, whoever you are, wherever you are, trust me, shut up, listen, do, to your chief, okay? List down matters that you believe are unresolved in your life. And I am not talking about matters which are like, I haven't paid for my housing loan, or I haven't, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about matters related to relationships, all right? Your circle of influence, all right? Your social existence, your family, your upline, downline relationship. I'm talking about very practical relationship stuff that are unresolved. I want you to list down the people that you have unresolved issues with. You understand? And it could be the smallest thing or the biggest thing. It doesn't matter. Resolving issues, closing the chapter, confronting before conflict, as Dato Sri Vijay taught us, is actually practice. There's nothing else. The more you do it, the more comfortable you become with it. And the more comfortable you become with it, you do it faster before the issue turns into a monster you can't control. I hope I'm making sense, guys, okay? Alright? And this is important. Okay? So what you need to do is resolve things. And somebody asked me, Chief, some of my things are complicated. Bull sugar. There is nothing complicated in your life. It is either 3 words can resolve everything. Alright? Everything can be resolved with less than 3 words. For example, I love you. Alright? This is something people struggle to say to their wife, to their husband, to their parents, to their kids, because of some social bull sugar taboo that does not make sense. Alright? Hey, I love you. And you may think, why should I say it? My wife knows, my husband knows, my mom and dad knows. See, that's the moronism that will stop you from flying. Everyone knows you love them and they love you. But you have to say it. People actually want to hear it. You understand? And if you don't say it, one day people will doubt whether you mean it. So, say I love you. That's it. 3 words can make the biggest difference in somebody's life. Right? Oh my God, I see Adli. Love you, Adli. I love you, my brother. Truly. And this is it. We take it for granted. But for you, it's just words, For the other person. Alright? David Sharma. I love you, David. My brothers are all online today. And it makes a big difference to say these 3 words. And I say it to Dato Sri every time I get a chance. I say it to my brothers. It doesn't matter. And you may think it's mushy and mushy. I love you. No. People want to hear it, guys. I want to hear it. It does make a difference. Even to the toughest guy. These 3 words make a difference. When's the last time you told your parents, I love you? You don't think they want to hear it? Trust me. They do. And the other 3 words is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry doesn't cost you money. But people don't say it. Alright? People just don't say it because they think it makes them smaller. It's like, I was not wrong. Why should I say sorry? My question is, why not? Why is it so important for you to be right? How important it is to be right. So if I am right and 100 people are upset, and if I say I'm sorry, 100 people are happy, I'll say it. You think they're all going to go behind your back and say, the moron is wrong? No, they are not. You just have to learn to say, I'm sorry. How difficult it is when you screw up, when you make a mistake, when you hurt somebody. And don't tell me you don't know when you hurt somebody. This is the biggest bullshit on the planet. We all know when we hurt somebody. We all know when we say something wrong. We all know we hurt somebody. We all know when we say something wrong. I guarantee you, no moron on the planet doesn't know this. You know when you're being unreasonable. You know when you're being arrogant. You know when you're being a full cup. You know when you're being stupid. Just say, I'm sorry. And Dr. Sri Vijay taught me the greatest lesson many years ago. That's it. That's all you have to say. I'm sorry. Don't say but. Don't explain. Don't rationalize. Don't give a scientific explanation of why you're sorry. No. Just say, I am sorry. That's it. 3 words. Can stop wars in the world. Do you realize this? Can save marriages. Can create a beautiful level of joy and happiness in people's lives. But sometimes our ego is so powerful and is such a monster, it doesn't allow you to say, I'm sorry. But tonight, you know who you're supposed to say I'm sorry to. And I want you to say it. Say I'm sorry to whoever you owe that apology to. And you know who you're supposed to say sorry to. So shut up and do it. You understand? And then, somewhere along your life, guys, people hurt you. Welcome to life. People are going to hurt you. Not everyone is out there. And people hurt you sometimes without realizing. And they make mistakes. And what do? You get so angry and say, oh my God, I will never speak to him again. He disrespected me. He hurt me. That fly is all censored. You understand? And you just cut the person off without even trying to understand whether the person meant it accidentally. I don't know. Then the 3 words, I forgive you. You see, forgiving somebody is a difficult but very powerful thing to do. The same way you expect to be forgiven sometimes when you make a mistake without knowing. When you accidentally make a mistake. No intention. Oh, I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm so sorry. But you want to hear the person say, don't worry about it. I forgive you. Have you forgiven the people who you think hurt you on purpose? I forgive you. Learn to forgive. How long do you want to hold a grudge? Just forgive. That relationship meant something to you during your journey of life. And a small thing can destroy it. Something is wrong. That means that relationship wasn't real enough, wasn't strong enough, wasn't powerful enough. That a small disagreement can destroy a relationship. So here's my message to you on this Instagram Live. Reduce the excess baggage. Don't carry all that pain of your past into your future, because it's going to mess up your future. It's going to slow you down. So if you want to achieve financial freedom and you want to achieve greatness and reach your limitless potential, or you want to achieve the ultimate goal, which I believe is the ultimate search of the human race, is happiness, then throw away your excess baggage of your past. Resolve matters. Say the words, I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, let's talk. I want to understand what happened. Don't become an arrogant, unreasonable person for the wrong reasons. If a relationship can be salvaged, salvage it. You understand? Because ultimately, that's all that matters. Your most valuable asset is not your car, not your house, not your watches. It's the people around you. It's the relationships that Dato Sri Vijay taught me. Your greatest wealth is the number of lives you have changed and the number of people who will stand by you during your most difficult times. So don't lose relationships. Don't burn bridges just because your ego controlled the situation. Say I'm sorry. Say I forgive you. Say I love you. And sustain these relationships, because ultimately I believe there are no mistakes in the master plan, as Dato Sri Vijay taught me. And if somebody comes into your life, it was not your decision, it was God who put that person in your life. So there must be a reason for it. You got to figure it out. But ultimately, if you guys want to know the secret of max out, the secret of becoming a V partner, the secret of conquering the world, is letting go of all the excess baggage and feeling lighter with pure happiness that allows you to fly. So like Dato Sri Vijay says, why crawl when you were born to fly? Alright? And my answer is, if you want to fly, you can't be carrying the past with you. You can't be carrying all the pain with you and all the unresolved issues with you. Resolve it, guys. Ultimately, today, on Sunday, pick up the phone. Call those you need to call and just say I love you. Just say thank you for being there for you. Or say I'm sorry for whatever you did. Or even tell them, alright, I forgive you. Today, resolve matters and lighten your burden so you can fly higher and higher, guys. That's my message for this Instagram live. So to everyone watching, I am sorry. I must have hurt some of you along my journey of 23 years in this organization. But more importantly, I love you guys. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. And Dato and Japa, if you're watching or you ever watch my Instagram live, I love you guys. I love you both so much as my mentors, as my founders. Alright? I love you guys. Stay safe. And week 23, let's raise the bar higher.